Greetings, good people, and welcome. All right, you guys, we got to talk about Mama Dee. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta's Mama Dee and her son Scrappy. They recently visited Nick Cannon's show, podcast, whatever it's called, We Playing Spades. And little Scrappy shared something that traumatized him at a very young age. And for whatever reason, Deborah, that's Mama Dee's real name, could not wrap her mind around the fact that Scrappy was traumatized at this incident. Okay, she doesn't find anything wrong with her actions as a parent to a young 14-year-old Scrappy. Okay, then I'm also going to show the video from that, and then I'm also going to get into Mama Dee responding to people who heavily criticized her, rightfully so, about her choice of entertainment for a kid's party. All right, so without further ado, I am going to play the videos and then give my commentary on the end. Make sure you are liking the video, drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. Like to hear it? Here you go.
Jordan, but you got service for free.
For free, that free
The
bus.
perks
Tell
of the family business.
for
For your birthday. And I
Oh,
tell the truth.
Oh, what she doing?
I think I was 14 or
Yeah.
something like that, and she, so I had a full-blown party, and we in the hood, like,
Right. Okay.
full-blown, everybody came, because they, we popular in the hood, you know what I
And
mean?
then I had the
So
hoes.
look, she had the whole,
And
so,
so-
hold on, man.
Okay, go ahead, you tell.
Let me tell you. Man, mama said, hey, come on, let's get it started.
blew the whistle.
Boom.
Put the girls out. How about they went and got their parents?
Yeah,
Oh,
cause
what?
we
The
had,
girls.
the
little girls.
My mama had,
Now the young
my
teenage
mama,
girls.
my mama had strippers in them.
Right. Yeah.
For my
Got
14th birthday.
got rid
of
the
So
school
they
girls
really
and
got-
brought the real ladies in, the
exactly.
grown
Yeah,
women.
the grown
Yeah.
women. And
'Cause you
everybody
know-
came back.
Story.
Everybody came back to the door. All the mamas came back like,
I
hold
gonna
on.
come get
I'm
me.
like,
I
what's
stood my
up?
ground 10 toes
Yeah, she
down.
was like, yeah, this my house though.
This is my house. But go on in my house. Go on in my house.
Okay.
If you got a son in here that don't need to be in here, please take him
Please
out.
call him out.
But
But
we
we get up out of here.
Well, yeah, we gonna do
We
what
doing
we
some things.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, cause no,
And then look,
nothing,
look, and
nothing
then when
wrong
she
with the
left, all the girls came back and we continued the party.
Yeah, and that's how we
You
did.
feel me?
Yeah.
Hey,
For my 14th birthday party.
that's a
Yeah.
hell of a party.
I ain't
That's
even
the
know
best
that was
birthday
gonna-
party story.
I wasn't even
heard.
looking-
I was in there
Bruh, I wasn't
You know
even
what
looking for nothing like that, bro. I was sitting there like the whole time, like strippers. I'm like, cause this is like
I think
when
my birthday.
No, but when I look back,
I was
no.
at
Everybody
Chuck E.
get cake,
Cheese.
right.
Nah, but look though, bro.
They eat
I look
cake?
back at it though. That was traumatizing. That was traumatizing.
after
So you
therapy.
saying pussy
After
traumatized
therapy.
you?
Look, look, look,
After,
what is you saying?
after therapy, man, that
They
was
say
traumatizing.
pussy
Damn.
was traumatized.
Now, wait a
but
minute,
you
you're
came
in
out of
therapy.
pussy.
Yeah.
Well,
So
then-
wait, are you in therapy too?
No, she not. I keep begging her to go to
are,
therapy.
yeah.
I keep begging her to go.
Because I think
Keep
because
begging her,
he wants you to
girl.
work through some of the
Yeah, some of the trauma.
stuff.
All the trauma, like
Most
real.
14-year-olds is getting bikes or something for their birthday.
No,
you giving this nigga
it's
bitches.
nothing against the
that's
LGBT community, but I just wanted him to chase pussy than total purse. That's all I was trying to do. That's
Okay.
all I was trying to do.
know
In my
what? That's
defense,
That's called
in my
gentle
Look,
defense,
look, listen.
all hands to. But you enjoyed it, but you got service for free.
For free, that free
The
bus.
perks
Tell
of
them
the
I did
family business.
for your birthday. And I
Oh,
tell the truth.
Oh, what she doing?
I think I was 14 or
Yeah.
something like that, and she, so I had a full-blown party.
Boy, oh boy. You know, it's really sad to see older people be so committed to holding on to their ignorance and dysfunction. Mama Dee is what, 62 years old? And the saying goes, with age comes wisdom, right? Not always the case. You can see Scrappy's constant embarrassment when it comes to his mother. I don't doubt for a fact that he loves his mama. I don't doubt it for 1 second. But he actually admitted that his mother has traumatized him. He said it. He also admitted it on the show as well. I forgot what scene it was. It was like maybe 2 seasons ago, where he tried to tell his mother, like, I grew up traumatized. I was sleeping in crack houses. I was sleeping in houses where people were engaging in activities in exchange for money. I was too young to be around all of that. And she brushes it off and says, she was a pimp and all this other stuff. It makes me really, really wonder. I wonder what Mama Dee's life was like growing up. And I think that's probably why she doesn't want to go to therapy, Scrappy said that he has been begging her to go to therapy. I don't think that she wants to unpack some of the trauma or any of the trauma that she experienced growing up. All that aside, Deborah, you are absolutely insane. You're absolutely insane. And I can appreciate the fact that Scrappy has enough sense to know that he needs extensive therapy and he's trying to unpack a lot of things in his adult life. I can respect that, especially because he's a father, he has children, and you don't want to pass that trauma down to your children. You know, they deserve to have children deserve to have emotionally intelligent parents who are constantly working on themselves so that they can be the best version of themselves, to be the best parent that they're capable of being, right? At least he's putting in the effort. But this is disgusting. And some people in the comments were comparing her to Boosie. For those of you who don't know, Boosie thought it was a good idea. Was it his son or was it his nephews? I think it was his nephews when they turned like 9. I don't even know how old they were. They were young. He hired a bunch of whores and paid a bunch of whores, adult whores, to dance on these little boys, you know, to prevent them from being gay, right? The level of ignorance, you know, like I said, that people hold on to is scary. And these are some of the same people who are allowed to vote and who could possibly serve on a jury for jury duty and hold someone else's fate in their hands. Well, then again, maybe not, because can felons vote? Convicted felons can vote? I don't know. Either way, I just think about stuff like that. Like, these are the people who are a part of making certain decisions, you know? I think that Mama Dee doesn't see anything wrong with it because her life was probably steeped in dysfunction. And I could get on here and I could just read her down and I could talk about how she ain't ish and she a dumb bee and all this other stuff. But this is sick because she truly doesn't see anything wrong with it. And her son is telling her that this is dysfunctional. Well, she faced a lot of backlash, right? Rightfully so. And a lot of people have valid points. So let's take a look and a listen to what her response is. She is addressing the controversy over her having whores at Scrappy's 14th birthday party. And she addresses Erica Mena because allegedly Erica Mena had some criticism for Mama Dee. I didn't see that, but apparently Mama Dee did. Like to hear it, y'all. Here it goes.
Started with Erica Mena.
Oh.
The bitch that thinks she's better than black girls.
What?
That called Spice a name and made animal sounds with it. It's the one that led this war against me. I've never said anything about Erica. I've never, even she was friends with my ex-daughter-in-law, Bambi. I never, ever spoke an unkind word. I never got in her safari business. I never said shit. I never said nothing. But for her to jump at me at my weakest point in my life and try to come for me, that red, blinded, man-grabbing, using bitch, I said it.
Oh, boy.
You can never, Erica, roll around with me. Okay? You will run out of F. It started with Eric around with Mama Dee. You uneducated, unorthodox, pipe weighing, sucking, running around bitch. How dare you, when it was you, as I recall, Erica, that put a ladder, and I will post it, over Safari's gate. Yeah. Climbing, scaling the wall with a because he wouldn't open the door for her. And he had another bitch in there. So what? But you gonna come at Mama Dee and tell me I'm showing my son prostitutes? Let me tell y'all something. I put my son on the football field. I made that bump heads, okay? So I taught him how to be a boy. So you got some women, oh, I don't want my son on the football field. Oh, he gonna get hurt. And then when you start wearing a skirt, then you wonder why. Around with Mama Dee. The people that came for me, well, her son said she was traumatized. Scrappy used the wrong word. Scrappy don't know what traumatized. Ask him to define the difference. I dare you to ask him. He don't need no definition. Hell, how many of us were traumatized when we got our ass whooped by a belt by our parents? Am I clear? Was you traumatized when they held one arm and swooped your ass with their belt? I'm traumatized. I'm still traumatized. But hell, guess what? Life moves on. Life goes on. And for people that are trying to be critical, that did not give me 5 cents for my kids, never stayed up at night and took them to the emergency room. How dare you? How dare you say anything about Mama Dee and my son? The people, so Scrappy said, he was like, I said, Scrappy, what you mean by traumatized? He said, Ma, I just believe you would bring dancers in my I say 15, but you gonna stick with his 14, into my birthday party. Yeah, because I teached him how to be a boy. A boy. I wanted a boy. Okay? I have a shout out to my LGBTQ plus family. My grandson is gay. I love him dearly. But that's his life. And he know he's loved. We support him and we guide him straight. Don't mess with all these young men. You don't know what they got. We do that and we tell them, now go out into the world. So we tell them, we teach them. That's how we do. We don't put them down. So Scrappy.
I think I figured it out, y'all. I think I figured it out. Cause I'm sitting here and I'm listening. I listened to this before and I'm listening to it again. And shout out to the Shade Room, because nowadays a lot of people don't censor out some of the profanity. And for the sake of our YouTube channel, us YouTubers and our channels, thank you. Because I had the other one straight from Live Bites. Shout out to Live Bites, but it was too much profanity. So I think Mama Dee is senile. I think Mama Dee is senile. Especially in this last slide. What are you even talking about? Mama Dee is senile. That's it. That is it. I think she knows what she did was absolutely wrong, but because she probably spent so much time around people who glorified her foolishness, because she acts like she is a male pimp and she's trying to get male acceptance from her fellow pimps. I think she is out of touch. I think that she is far removed from reality. And I think that she is senile. I think she's great for reality TV. You know, she knows how to keep it entertaining. But when it comes to things like this, in your real life, shambles. Straight up shambles. Yeah, she doesn't want to sit in a therapist chair. There's too much to unpack. And again, I'm so glad that Scrappy has enough fortitude and sense to know that he needs counseling. And he is getting counseling. Because Scrappy is a very bright person. You can tell in the way he articulates himself. His behavior at times can be very juvenile and reckless. But look at who raised him, for Christ's sake. So we got to give Scrappy some grace. We don't got to, but Scrappy should get some grace, because I wouldn't know how did you survive? And Mama Dee, you don't have to teach Scrappy to be a boy. He was born a boy. Like, hello? Listen, there isn't anything that I could say that hasn't already been said. Erica Mena she commented in this post here, and it's sad how if Scrappy was a female, this would be a much bigger issue. Boys need protection too. I agree with her. Someone said, now Erica didn't invite the hoes to the 14-year-old's birthday party. And how as a grown woman, like in the case of Boosie and in this case, how do you dance on a little kid and you a grown woman? Just disgusting. Someone said, I can't stand these type of mothers who damn near ruin their kids with their parenting and still can't take accountability just because he had success. She thinks she is responsible for that too. Probably. LOL. Licensed therapist here. Look into covert incest. The lack of accountability here is incredible. Praying for healing to all. Her son has not been able to be in a long-term healthy relationship. I wonder why. Yeah, but I respect the fact that he is taking the initiative to try to fix his life. He knew. Even as a kid, he said he knew. He knew that his living situation wasn't right. Imagine that. Calling someone uneducated, then proceeding to say, I teached him how to be a boy is nasty work. It started with Erica Mena. Girl, it started when you gave birth to your son. I love Mama Dee, but at some point, this got to stop. Too grown to be doing all of this. She needs help, and she's not going to get any. So what the best thing for Scrappy to do is to continue to improve his life and be the best parent that he can be, and use his own mother as an example of what not to do when it comes to rearing children. And again, I'm sure he loves her dearly, but she is exhibiting senile behavior. I was ready to kind of give like a whole spiel, and now that I'm sitting here watching this stuff again, it's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. Yeah, let me see. Let me read a couple more comments. First off, let's take the spotlight off Erica Mena because she's not the issue here. And please don't try to bring up the spice situation now when you were silent when that all went down. So let's not deflect. Let's go to the real problem. Uh-oh, they about to break this down. Let's go to the real problem. You thought it was okay to hire strippers for your son's 14th birthday party, all in the name of quote unquote raising a man. That's not parenting, that's projection, and you traumatized him in the process. You said you wanted to raise a boy, and you did, because that's exactly what you still have. A boy in a man's body, still healing from your choices. So before you come for Erica or anybody else, go look in the mirror and deal with the mother who thought shaking booty at a 14-year-old's birthday party was good parenting, because that's not classy, that's cringy. Shout out to whoever this is. Malik the God, shout out to you for breaking that down so eloquently and free of grammatical errors. So yeah, y'all, Mama Dee is problematic, and she's probably going to remain that way for the rest of her life. Just being honest, she doesn't see anything wrong. She has no intention on changing. This type of behavior gets her attention. It gets people talking about her. And she strikes me in her 62 years of age that even negative attention is better than no attention at all. And that's quite sad at 62. Yeah, I ain't got it in me. I'm telling you, I was so prepared to break this down and to I had so much more to say. But as I'm sitting here listening, shout out to Scrappy, yo. In all seriousness, shout out to Scrappy. Because can you imagine if he didn't think that there was anything wrong and he just continued on living his life without seeking any sort of professional help? Mercy. Good luck, Mama Dee. That's all I'm going to say. You can't force anybody to get any help. And I hope that Scrappy is keeping a safe distance from his mother. I'm pretty sure it's kind of like tug of war, because it's like you love your mom, you want to show her, he wants to show her respect, but at the same token, he knows she foul, and he probably tells her that too. I ain't nothing else to say. Y'all drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. I just, the ignorance that some people hold on to tightly and are in long-term relationships with is so detrimental to themselves and to the people around them, like their family. And hopefully everyone is smart enough to just keep Mama Dee at a safe distance. This woman, I would love to hear her story if she's willing to be open and honest about her upbringing, because I know it's traumatic. I just believe it is filled with the most unbelievably traumatic-ish. That's it, y'all. I'm out. I'm out, y'all. Drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. Don't forget to like the video. I'll be back soon, y'all. Love you for watching, and I will talk to you later.